Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here for a special reading for my Libras, fellow Libras here. Lately in the readings, Libra, you've been getting this renewal, this rebirth sort of thing, this enlightenment time, this time of the phoenix rising up. So after a time of difficulty, it seems that there's some sort of spiritual transformation that's going to lead to a lot of sun in your lives, it seems. This is what we've been getting in the cards. So I wanted to follow up and do a deeper dive into that and see, why are you getting so many sun cards, and what kind of guidance should we be, can we look forward to, blessings, are there blocks, that sort of thing. So I just want to tune in and to your abundance, your blessings, and sort of what's going to help you through this magical transformation or ascension. You have Gabriel's Fountain of Life. This is about initiation, Libra, transforming action. I am not at all surprised to see that this is about transformation, because you keep getting this. And so the key words here are purification. This is the divine life force. So as I said, I tune into Reiki, universal life force energy, the divine energy, if you will. This is about your hara. Okay, now your hara is the seat of your soul. That's 2 inches in and 2 inches below your belly button here. This is what leads you to, this is what reminds you of your true calling, of your true self. So this is about trusting the cleansing process that's currently unfolding in your life. I mean, what do you know? The first card out is about renewal and kind of getting back to who you truly are, maybe realigning yourself, So you're being prepared for an important new chapter. This is probably going to be the title of this reading, Important New Chapter, because this really is about this sort of, again, this like glow up. All right, so I want to tune into right away. Actually, you know what? I think I want to go to tarot and get oracle cards along the way. I have a tarot card that just fell out. It is the Page of Pentacles. So yes, this is about, okay, so it's a time of fertility with this rabbit here, this new growth. You might be learning something new. This is an important new chapter. So maybe you're learning life lessons here. Maybe you're learning, you know, uh, new ways to protect your energy, for example. Maybe you're deciding you want to learn a new technique for meditation or some sort of other spiritual practice. It could be that you're starting some sort of academic program. It could just be, like you have all this wisdom now, Libra, from living your life, and you're ready to explore that more and to shine that out more. Maybe you have been exploring things, but this overall so far is somewhat of a drastic change, and it seems like it's for the better. Whenever we have indicators of wisdom here and this very calm energy with a rabbit and new greenery, that is positive growth. So you may actually get a message that could affect your abundance in some way. That would be a positive message here. This is it's a very dependable energy, and it does signify a time to like sort of take action, to get busy, to this could be a good work opportunity. This could be, good news about anything really. A new area of study also, as I said, maybe starting up something new with that. So what else do we have from our angel wisdom deck? We have the King of Wands. Now this is a very this fire energy, of course, and this is about taking a leadership role, again, taking that action. So you may have received messages from the divine, maybe Archangel Gabriel, in fact, but this is about stepping into that spotlight, Libra. There's been growth here. I'm seeing there's been a lot of learning, whether it's a formal learning or not. This is about keeping the eyes on the big picture too. This is the King of Wands is a visionary, okay, a very visionary, motivational speaker, someone who's a great leader. They're very ambitious, and this is someone who is comfortable communicating that. All right, let's see what else we get. So let's see what else we have to look forward to here. I just heard someone say they feel like it's been like a circus. All right, so we have, oh wow, okay, we have the Nine of Cups here. So this is wish fulfillment. All right, this is dreams becoming a reality. This is water sign energy. All right, so this is about this being, yes, like I said earlier, like a magical transformation, so to speak. It feels magical, but really it has come down to the fact that you have endured. You have really done the work, okay, Libra. And this is also very good fortune. And this is about having faith that the universe will deliver. Maybe you've been getting things have been feeling out of balance, and it's been difficult to just sort of keep soaring above, soaring above. But it seems like you are getting some kind of message now from the divine that you're getting sort of this go ahead in some way. Let's see what else we get. I just heard someone say, stop the pollution. So maybe, you're putting an end to things that are toxic to you, really. It could be, negative energies around you. It could be literally, you know, buying one of those HEPA filters or something like that, like clearing out anything that is not good for you, that irritates too, something that could irritate, like an allergy or something. But again, it could also be like a person or a belief that's just not working anymore. Release, there it is. Yeah, you're releasing what's not working anymore. This is putting an end to that. Now, this is endings leading to new beginnings. And it was actually, it's meant to be right on this page, this new start here. So this is, releasing situations or people that hold you back. I just said this is incredible, Libra. So spiritual transformation is, again, coming back. You have transforming action. This is about you actually not just having that knowledge, but actually taking the number one leadership role in your life. All right, where you are the you're the main character. You're in the spotlight. You're on. This is your life. You're on. All right, and of course, when I say take action, it could be a small step, it could be a big step, but I feel as though the fact that you're even tuning into this reading and you kept watching to this point means you are taking some sort of action, even if it's in just a spiritual sense, and being open to, spiritual guidance, if you will, like this. All right. So transformation. All right. So this is the Tower. So you go from, this is technically the Death card, Scorpio energy, transformation, Libra. I don't know how many times we can get transformation in a single reading or in a single week's readings. It keeps coming up. So I'm glad I did this reading for you, actually. And thank you so much for being here. This is a significant life experience that is going to require some change. Okay. And it's right there with that King of Wands. This is the energy you have with you. You have this energy within you. You also have the know-how. You know how to do this. And what you don't know, you're going to make sure you learn, because that's what you do. So this is about, unexpected revelations, possibly. This is about, again, that Phoenix kind of energy. This is rising above whatever it is, breaking old patterns, again, releasing what needs to be released so that you can be in this energy where you can really sort of manifest whatever it is you want. And I feel a lot of you are recognizing this power in yourself. You're starting to, at least. Some of you are well aware of it and have been the last however long. Then you have another King, Libra. Wow. So you have almost all court cards or major arcana. This has been happening in your readings also. This is the King of Cups. This is someone who is trustworthy. This could be wise counsel. Maybe you're seeking advice from someone. This is a person who has gone through it, and they actually see how this fish is jumping towards their cup. It's like they're calmly sitting back, knowing that based on the actions they've taken in their knowledge, that they will have their wishes fulfilled. And this is, again, another card of sort of wish fulfillment. This is because this is a solid, you know, again, trustworthy kind of energy. So it is something you can trust. If it's an opportunity, it's looking as though what the cards are saying right now time is fluid and everything can change in a moment's notice. But as for the cards right now, this is for whoever's watching. This King Water coming in is definitely something about, again, that like, it's like being in touch with your emotions and knowing that what is on your actual heart can actually appear before you. It's almost like he manifested this sailboat that can take him anywhere, him or her, doesn't matter. And you don't normally see a genie with a lamp here. This reminds me very much of the Seven of Cups here, but it's the Nine of Cups. It's like you chose correctly. Okay, you're making the right choices here in whatever it is that's going on. I'm told to get one of these cards now. All the decks I use are in the description box. This is setting limits with draining people. And you know, where did I place it? I placed it right here on top of the release card that speaks about releasing people or situations in order to lead to your own spiritual transformation. When people are depleting you, kindly set a limit, such as, I only have 10 minutes to listen. Such self-care is respectful and empowering. What else do we have? I want to get something from, let's go right to the chakra card here, the chakra deck. Okay. So I'm just going to not look at the deck, and here's what we've got. Instinct, sacral chakra. This is the water. This is your sacral chakra has to do with your fertility, your, there's a lot of red in here and yellow. So it's kind of tying into you having that confidence and ability to provide yourself the stability and security you need in order to be your best self, and to enjoy, your work to this point, and to, manifest new opportunities using your creative talents. If some of you are hoping to get pregnant, this is a good card for this to show up as far as a chakra. So this is, I allow my senses to fully experience the physical world, and I trust my instincts. I connect to my deepest sense of self for balanced guidance and truth. That's going to be right in line here with this King of Cups, Libra. Balanced guidance and truth. I release all fears and listen to the wisdom of my ancestors through the resonance of my body. So tuning into your own body. The motto here is, I sense. I sense, ... And trusting what it is that you sense during this transformation here. Again, trusting the cleansing process that's currently unfolding. All right, Libra. Now let's see what sort of a spiritual, I don't know, spiritual practices that you might be considering or currently utilizing, or what might be helpful in this time of transformation. That's basically what I really want this to be like, help during your transformation. How do we help guide that? And astral projection. So this could feel like an out-of-body experience at times, Libra. You may be feeling that this is very much like, almost like you're releasing yourself from these old patterns and thoughts and just what no longer serves you. All right. Now, some of you, I'm picking up on this spiritual transformation that has already happened. It's already in progress, or it's happened maybe quite some time ago, and you're here just for the messages or the reminders or something. But others of you, this is going to be a new experience, okay? This is going to feel very different. At times you may question what's real, what's not. Obviously, if you feel like you're in a mental health crisis, please do contact the appropriate mental health support. Now, I have to say that. But it's sort of like where you were, you couldn't grow anymore, and you knew that. And in order to be and embody that full empress that you are in the tarot, it's time. It's like we have to, move on. We do have to move on from things that are clouding our path and intruding upon our ability to really be the person we know we're supposed to be. All right. You have medium, communication with spirits. Some of you maybe through readings, you're communicating with spirits, you're communicating with your guides, your angels, you're in constant communication with them now, I see, for some of you. Lots of communication, because you know what? It's like when the transformation appears, the angels will appear or something. Like it's like you're not going to go through this big spiritual transformation without help, obviously. All right, it's because you've opened up to this now, Libra, so you're ready for it, and you have the support with in your soul family. Maybe you have others on the other side that you really feel are supporting you, Libra. Maybe you have a lot of soulmates that could be animals too as well. But maybe you feel like you found your people, or maybe you haven't, and this is something you're really searching for, the right people, the ones who uplift and make you feel good. This is the inner child, self-love, fun times. This is healing that little child within all of us that didn't get what they wanted. Maybe they were in a relationship or a family situation even where they were trapped and felt stuck, and it was around people that maybe didn't have their best interests in mind. That's only for some of you, obviously, but now's that opportunity to feed that child's interests. Even maybe there's something you've always wanted to do, love the child, and this is empath. So a lot of you, if you have come from, you know, certain familial situations that were very intense as a child. Maybe you could feel others' emotions as your own because you're very tuned in, possibly for survival, to keep yourself safe even. All right. So, and then we have on the top spiritual growth, enlightenment, ego death, new abilities. Absolutely, Libra. So here we have it all. I mean, this is incredible. You do have that release. You have that transformation here. You have this again, that sort of that letting go of that ego, and maybe finally taking care of yourself with this inner child work maybe that you're perhaps doing. Your spiritual gifts are opening up. Perhaps you are finding you can communicate better with spirits, and angels and guides. And I just heard, for some of you, someone wants to maybe like a friend to a lover, or a lover to a friend. So there could be, for some of you, there's going to be a big relationship change that I'm now picking up on. All right. This could go back, that you could have a lot of history with this person. All right. You may actually also be feeling right now, Libra, that although you've let go of someone, maybe their energy hasn't let go of you. And it's very important that we clear that energy out. Okay. Clear that energy out. I have root chakra here coming through, earth element. This is about grounding. Okay. So this is, I am anchored into my physical existence and resonate in perfect harmony with the physical world. So you're in charge here. You decide what sort of energy you're letting in, letting out, releasing, giving out to the world, and what you're allowing to get through. I'm on the earth. I am of the earth as I am of heaven. I root down and yield to the world around me. I connect with the life-giving energies of the earth and lovingly release lower vibrations to Gaia to be transformed. Libra, look at this. Release and transform. So that's incredible. That's just, you keep getting the same messages. I'm so glad we're looking into this together more deeply. You also have a direction guardian here. Okay, so this is you following your inner compass, but it's also choosing your path. Like, you decide, you set the limits, right? Setting those limits. You decide where you want to go. This King of Cups is the master of their ship, no matter how big or small. And on the bottom, we have Earth Guardian, which I saw, and then we have Heart Guardian. So because I saw it, I'll talk about it. So we have heart chakra here, we have root chakra, as well as heart chakra. All right, so we have staying rooted and grounded. That is exactly what came up with this root chakra card, Libra. Your heart guardian. This is loving and letting yourself be loved. No matter what's happened, Libra, you are deserving of love, all right? And even if the wish hasn't been fulfilled yet, in an external way, in the 3D, it doesn't mean that you're not loved. It doesn't mean that you don't have that coming to you. It doesn't mean that you're any less valuable, because you are. You're an important part of this, and so being that captain of your ship, or however you want to phrase it. I want to make sure you know that we have an angel here with you. We have Phanuel. Okay, so Phanuel, this is card 43. 7 may be important. 7s are about spiritual lessons. This is the angel of hope and peace. Okay, so I really was picking up on some emotion here with this heart guardian, and about knowing that you're worthy and deserving of love. I feel as though a lot of you have realized that. But maybe some of you may still question it, and it could tie right back to, I feel that inner child coming through. Where is she? She's under here, right there. Yeah. So it could go all the way back to that. Sometimes we think we've cleared it all out, the situation, the person, the childhood stuff. We think maybe, but there can be residual. Now, the eclipse season coming in, that can stir up a lot of stuff that we've already thought we've totally transformed and released. But here, we can call upon Angel Phanuel to help us with that. This is, again, and it's timeless. There's no expiration date to this, all right? And this is about winnings. This is light wins. This is a powerful force being with you, breaking free, releasing, trusting, having confidence and faith in yourself and in the spiritual realm. This is about fighting evil, as it says on the card here, because light and love always win. All right. Some of you are spiritual speakers. You actually speak to others about spirituality that helps them. Okay, is there something we need to let go of? I need to know, what do we need to surrender to in order to help us through this very divine time here? It's all divine. Surrender low self-esteem, Libra. This goes right back to the little girl in this inner child card that is holding on to a very similar looking flower. This is you deserving success, love, and abundance. It's amazing how this is all tying in. Set an intention to identify and release, Libra, release any remnants of low self-esteem. As I said, there could be residual energy. Exactly the word I was also thinking of, remnants. Yes, that's just letting the little tidbits go. Sometimes, you clear something out and you think you got to think about, okay, for those of you who celebrate Christmas, for example, you bring a tree into the house, right? Some of you get a tree from a tree farm, and you go there, you get the tree, bring it in, you put it on, you set it up, and then it starts drying out, come January, the needles are all falling and all that. You drag the tree outside, you clean it all up, everything looks great, you think it's all set, and then you decide, okay, spring cleaning time, you're going to hose the vacuum there under the heater or whatever, and out comes a bunch of needles, or you find them in the cat's bed under the blanket, months later. This is that kind of that sort of the little remnants of people or events that have taken place, or long ago, or just not that far along or ago, and it's getting rid of those once and for all, right? And even in having that confidence and self-esteem, Libra, that knowing that even if that kind of resurfaces in some way, if another, say that other person reaches out to you or something, you're like, oh no, I thought I was done with this, and you blocked them, but somehow they got through to you or whatever, or they're doing so, in your dreams somehow or whatever. It's having that confidence, knowing that you have that ability, and you have the angelic spiritual support of all your guides and guardians to help you through whatever it is. All right, whatever it is, it's going. You're gonna deal with it. Why? Because that's what you do. You've already done that. You're doing it. You're continuing to do this and to elevate and illuminate. All right. Let's see what else we have. I want to get you a African goddess, right? Yeah, let's get an African goddess rising card with this beautiful card here, card 23, and it says Medusa. Now I know Medusa can, represent sort of ugliness and vicious and all that, but this is about knowing that there's wisdom in that rage. There's lessons to be learned, things that really have that ability to stir us up, our shadow work, so to speak. That's stuff that does need to be processed, right? And we're entitled to all the feelings that come in our spiritual journey as you release, detox, transform, that sort of thing. All the feelings might come up, and none of them, it's only the label we place on it that makes it so. It's our perception, as I've said in very recent videos too, that usually, energy overall is neutral, but we kind of label it, or we sense it. I sense with this card here, I sense, where is it? I sense. We sense the energy, all right? So, and sometimes we can become incensed, right? So this, as you're making your transformation, notice this snake here. Notice the cycles of the moon. This reminds me of the high priestess. The high priestess, as I also say in reading, she's tuned into the whole. She sees the whole picture, but she also realizes things come in cycles. And every step along the way is just as important. I believe I said this in a recent reading for you, Libra, or I will coming up, because that's coming through very strongly. So sometimes when I'm doing these readings, time is really irrelevant. I experience the past, present, and future all at once. So when I say, like, it either came up or it's coming up, there's something like that. Energy is just here. I can't tell you if it's then, now, or in the future, but it's here right now. This sort of getting comfortable with being angry about something, accepting anger for what it is, and then asking, releasing it to Gaia, as we were encouraged to do with this card. And you're releasing those, what we would feel or sense as lower vibrations, giving it up to Gaia to be transformed. That's how we release things. We release things in love and light, so they don't come back in a negative way to bother us, to haunt us. Okay. So I have a right to my feelings is really what we want to get from this card. You have a right. There is, like, this is about getting clear too. It's about allowing yourself see the feelings as they are. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean it is a certain way, but you're entitled to those feelings regardless. It is your experience that you're having with those feelings. So even if someone says, oh, well, that's not how it is, or that didn't really happen like that, you're entitled to your feelings. Again, that's you setting limits with people who maybe just don't understand you, Libra. I want to get you another one of these. Okay, you have, oh, okay. So we have let's see. Oh, I dropped something. Sorry. We have soul forgiveness here, card 28. This is going to be Mbakamu. Yes, Mbakamu. And this is, as you can see, this is very Empress-like energy here, okay? This is the goddess, excuse me, of soul forgiveness. All right? So forgiving yourself if you haven't been your best, prettiest self at all times. Who can be, right? I mean, come on. It's like if you really truly want to feel and be beautiful inside and out, you've got to let out, whatever it is that others might view as ugly. Like let it out. Surrender to all types of feelings. Okay, that's for some of you, and you take the advice or you leave it. It's completely up to you. But this is about purification. So in order to purify and to turn things into light and love, we have to release them, let them go, send them to that higher being, right? So they can be divinely transformed. So with this goddess, we have it, this is something about like forgiving yourself, but forgiving others as well, forgiving even things that happen familial, possibly, not letting that dictate or define you. Okay, this is about not being able to rush it either. This, like Medusa knows, and the High Priestess knows that you can't rush things, right? You can't rush a snake skin to fall off and regenerate or whatever, shed. It's a process, just like with the butterfly or the moth or whatever. This is forgiveness does not have to be reconciliation. I know you're fully aware of that. You free yourself when you forgive, and that's why we forgive. It's not as much about the other person as yourself. A lot of the times we have situations, Libra, and maybe you felt this too, where you don't have closure. And the closure in certain situations, maybe like a ghosting situation that happened, or you just never really got to talk calmly about what happened in a relationship or a job experience or something like that, or in a family experience, a relationship. Maybe you didn't get to have that final talk, but like envision how that might have gone. You can actually have that, like the fact, whatever you decide to have as how you would have imagined it going in your favor, or like what would make you feel most calm and comforted. Maybe that's how you choose to shut that door, or maybe you do some sort of ritual where you're letting this go in light and love, and you're just sort of like dropping the ties that bind you or something like that. Or maybe it's just the closure is just closing the door, done, fini, right? um okay, so yeah, this is taking the time to heal. And it takes time to heal from the anger and the pain, and to transform into that higher vibration of soul forgiveness, really forgiving yourself deep down. What else do we have? I want to get an oracle card here from the Spiritual Awakening deck here. We have, I'm going to read the message. This is a new deck for me. I think I used it one time. The Law of Divine Will, Libra. Stop waiting for a sign. The universe responds to your beliefs. As we say, thoughts become things. Things become actions. Actions become habits, patterns. Then it's our lifestyle. So again, being very careful about what we're letting in, what we're letting out to the universe. And what do we have? We have, I'll just paraphrase here. Where have you been holding yourself back? Think about bold actions you can take right now that will allow you to align to your deepest desires. All right? It's time to end the waiting and begin living. When we release, we transform. It doesn't say that, but I'm saying that. So this is about the power of your mind, the conviction of your heart. When you honor that and you take action on that, only then can you really, truly experience maybe that full transformation that you've been wanting or feeling coming in. So This is about your ability to direct energy. This is about you being that manifester, that magician in your own life. And this is about what you're allowing to influence you. Again, it comes back to what you're allowing to influence you, who you're allowing in, what you're allowing in, having to have that filter. Make sure you're cleansing your energy. Maybe do so in the shower. Just run your hands down your body, over your head, down your body, and watch the water go into the drain. And say something, a couple of times, 3 times maybe. 3 seems to work for a lot of people. I release myself from anything and anyone that does not serve me in my greatest highest good. Something to that effect. I'm I'm releasing whatever no longer serves me. I'm releasing whatever no longer serves me. I'm making way, opening myself up to this spiritual transformation. I'm opening myself up to miracles and blessings in all forms right now. That sort of thing. Whatever it is that makes sense to you, letting go of that, what doesn't serve you, the lower vibrations, as it says here, and opening up to that whole purification process, the renewal, that enlightenment, the illumination, all that good stuff. Okay, let's call in Lord Ganesha for a minute and see what sort of, okay, so we have empowerment. This is the energy. So interestingly enough, you actually have 23 and 23. Now what's 2, 3, 5? 2, 3, 5, 55. That's going to be change, Libra. That is important change. So this is relying on your inner strength to ensure your dreams are realized. That's the message with this card. This has to do with your solar plexus chakra. This is the surrendering to low self-esteem. This is you being able to create anything and everything you want for your step up here, your empowerment, your transformation. For some of you, it's an initiation, or maybe you're becoming attuned to some sort of new energy like Reiki or something, or you're taking on some new spiritual practices. But this is, again, that purification. Okay, this is you being able to manifest whatever it is you want, but also you're taking actions on it, because you realize now, it seems, according to these cards, that it is like what you know and what you've been through, and where you're going, all deserve attention. They're all active participants in this process. All right. So the past does come into play sometimes in a positive way, because the past can teach us lessons. We master those lessons, right? Hopefully. So we don't keep getting them over and over, right? We master those lessons, and then we're given new doors open for us as we master certain things, right? It's like if you get 1 degree, then you move on. You can now apply for a bachelor's after your associates. And after that, you can apply for a master's, and that sort of thing. It's just you're advancing. Whatever it is, it seems as though there's this big advancement coming in for you, okay? So the solar plexus is the 3rd chakra. This is the home of your self-esteem. This is about self-discipline. This is you being you, Libra, without apology. All right. It's letting it all in and letting it all out without apology. Letting in what I'm saying, I'm letting in all facets of yourself, and valuing that. There's a lot of times there's value in things that we don't even realize, that we didn't realize were real lessons or whatever. All right. But I'm getting hope here. Use your wisdom. Okay. I'm hearing Athena. So use your wisdom. I think Athena came up in your Halloween reading. So by the way, I am going to do your weekly reading. That'll come out over the weekend. This is just, this one I wanted to do a deep dive here. Karma. Okay, there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Again, although you may not want to hear it, I'm getting that past influencing the present. And I feel like for some of you, that's what's in the way. That feeling restricted because of the past or what somebody said or whatever. But for others of you, you've realized, and you're holding the needles here, this sewing the web here, creating their own web, that you have full power to manifest your dreams. Some of you have been living in this, new transformed energy for quite some time. And, but it's like we can always grow no matter how much we've advanced or mastered something. The whole point of life is to continue to grow and learn, right? If we're not growing, what are we doing? I think of a plant. If it's not growing, it's plateaued or it's withering, you know. So freeing yourself from your past fully, if you haven't already. Sort of a flower of life kind of energy here. What else do we have? Self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. What do you know? I long to take care of myself like never before, prioritizing self-care. And I'm seeing these white flowers here, purification. And then I see the magenta and the fuchsia, and it makes me think of this strong connection to the divine. Okay, this is about, this is number one. That's as simple as I can say it, right? It's number one. It's priority. Self-care is priority. All right. Let's see what else we get for you. Let's see what kind of maybe we'll get an answer. Oh, actually, should we get an angel answer? Let's get a couple angel answers and see what we get here. We have forgiveness, Libra. Oh my goodness. We have forgiveness. Okay, and you had that soul forgiveness. This is loving yourself, forgiving yourself for whatever has gone on. Sometimes we are harboring feelings of guilt and we don't even know it. And I'll tell you, guilt, I feel, is one of the worst human conditions to be in. Let go. Oh my goodness. Let go. Okay. And I mean, I don't need to say much else about that. Let go, release, right? It's right under the release card. And then we have peaceful resolution. What do you know? I'm hearing no more drama, right? No more drama. And don't stop. That was at the top of the deck. Don't stop. I'm hearing that song. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. It's from like the 80s or 90s or whatever, but you know. Anyway, yes, I was alive during that time. But I just sing off key anyway. So even though like I know the song, I don't expect me to sing it. All right. I can't sing on camera. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. So if I want to, I can achieve it, right? But it's true. I'm not trying to be sarcastic here about this reading. But if I really wanted to sing, I would put my attention into it. The things that are going to really bloom, blossom, and really grow are the things I'm paying attention to. If it's something that's low vibration, I'm really paying attention to the news, negative thoughts, negative actions taking place on the news or being sent to us through the news or whatever, which is really difficult to watch these days or listen to. I know it's good to be informed, but as an empath especially, it can be very difficult to not feel the news, and feel worldly events. So anyway, it's what we put our attention into. That's the whole point of this. I might not be the greatest singer, but if I wanted to focus on it, could I get better? Absolutely. Could I improve? Absolutely. No, who decides what's perfect? A game show or one of those talent shows. We have passion here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I'm getting a lot of Phoenix energy here. All right. So find joy and purpose in what ignites your passion. Be dedicated to pursuing it with fire and enthusiasm. Your passion is the source of vitality and greater quality of life. And that's what you had coming in second here with this King of Fire right from the very beginning. All right. Wow, Libra. Amazing. And then we have Miracle. All right, with a unicorn. Believe in miracles. Open up to the unexplainable and magical aspects of life. Miracles happen when you are receptive to the unexpected and trust in the infinite wisdom of the universe. And I'm going to take it a step further, of yourself. All right. That's what I have for you today, Libra. I hope this helped. Feel free to leave a comment. Please do, if you would like this, please do like, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark. I'm almost up to 700. So maybe even by the time I post this, maybe I will be. Who knows? But I do wish you all the best during this time of transformative action. And have a great one. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, Libra.